Hey, good morning. It's really super early. Everyone's still asleep. I'm getting ready to head out to the deer stand, and we're gonna go hunting today. So we'll see what we can do.
Well, we got one. This is a guy I think I've been seeing on my deer cam for the last, I don't know, 2 weeks or so. And I'm pretty sure it's him because of the points he's got here. But I think he recently broke off his other tines. They're busted off, and it's probably because he's been fighting with other bucks. Right now is the rut, it's the middle of the rut, and they're fighting hard. And so this guy looks like he broke off his other set of antlers. And right now, in where I live in this state, there's no point restrictions this year because they're trying to cut down on the deer herd because of the chronic wasting disease that's going rampant through our state and other states right now. So they're trying to thin the herd a little bit. And so they took away all the point restrictions. At least that's what they said. That's the reason they said was the chronic wasting disease. But they took away all the point restrictions, so no big deal on this guy. Even though you could probably make the case he's got 5 points. I go for a neck shot, mostly because personally, I know some people like to shoot, for the lungs and the heart. My personal opinion is I like going for the neck shot, simply because I like the ribs. And when you go for a lung or neck shot or a heart shot, you're going to ruin some of the ribs, and you're also going to ruin the shoulder. And the shoulder can make an excellent roast from your deer if you cut it up right. If you debone the shoulder correctly, you can get an excellent roast that people will enjoy. Also, this is a pretty good size deer. We have a doe that we killed the other day already on ice, and Jaimie today is planning, I think, on going ahead and canning that and whatever I got this morning. So this will make an excellent amount of venison for the pantry to can and to save. We use this for tacos. We love deer tacos. We love deer chili. And Jaimie can easily just pull the jars off the shelf anytime she wants to throughout the year and use that meat for whatever meal she's preparing. So, nice little kill this morning. I'd rather shoot a young buck over an old buck any day. I'm not a trophy hunter at all by any means. The only reason I hunt is purely for the pantry. Purely for the pantry, that's it. We're just doing this for food. If I ever come across a monster buck, yeah, sure, maybe. But I'd rather shoot for the pantry. And these young deer, as long as they're a couple years old or a year old or so, they provide a lot of meat, and it's very tasty. And that's really what we're going for. We're here for food, not for anything else. I shot him through some pretty thick brush. I could barely see him through my scope, but I had a pretty good picture of where he was at. I could obviously make a very good neck shot here. But this is 308. 308 turns cover into concealment, if you know the phrase. And so did a good job. Clean kill. He went down right away, right where he stood. And so now it's just time to go ahead and get him back and prepare him. We'll go ahead and do the butchering today and show you how to do that, and the canning as well. So it's going to be a busy day today. I thought about making a video showing you each step of the process of butchering and skinning a deer, but I'm not going to do that. Guys, there's a million videos on YouTube that shows you how to butcher a deer, and to be honest with you, you're never going to learn that way. The only way you're going to learn how to butcher a deer, skin a deer, process a deer is to do it yourself. You learn by doing. So with that spirit in mind, go do it. And we'll just get past this part. And I know people out there, are interested in how to do this. When I have people over here, that's my biggest interest. People like to take a class on how to butcher an animal. They all come apart the same way, but really what's going to happen is you need to go find someone who knows how to do it and does it well and learn from them. You're never gonna learn this by watching a video. So we'll just leave it at that. We'll get him skinned, butchered, quartered, everything, and ready for the canner that Jaimie's preparing now. Well, here's our deer butchering station, and we're all finished. Again, remember, what I told you before is that if you want to learn how to butcher your own animal, find someone who knows how to do it, does it well, and then learn from them. No amount of YouTube videos or Facebooking or searching websites is going to show you how to do this. It'll give you a good start maybe, but you really need to find someone who knows how to do it and then become their apprentice. You can probably hear on my guineas over here. Just run you through the table. This is just some, basically the flank, great for making bacon, deer bacon, very good. if you wanted to cure that. We have some shoulder roasts that are right here. We'll basically debone these later inside and make those into roast, or Jaimie will can the meat. We have part of the back straps here. Two nice, really nice looking back straps. We have the tenderloins. This would be the filet mignon on a cow. That's what those are. I have some rib meat that I saved for my breakfast this morning. This is some neck meat. And over here we have some short ribs that I cut up. These are delicious. This is one of our most favorite parts of the deer. And then we have some longer ribs. So rack of ribs, really good. We cut those up and we'll barbecue those. Those are delicious. And then we have here part of the back strap with the rib in. So we can cut these up like venison chops, like, so chops. We'll just cut those up like that. And right here you have some ribs that I stripped the meat out of, and you can make this into like a crown roast by just roasting it like that, tying it up, putting in some stuffing. Very delicious and just really eye-pleasing when you bring it out of the oven and into the table. So we love these. But the cool thing about all this is that when you become the butcher, you can get any cut of meat that you want. That's the beauty. Have you ever gone to a butcher shop and seen the prices on some of the higher cuts of meat? Well, if you become the butcher and you harvest your own meat, or you raise your own cow or sheep, you can become the butcher and get the best cuts of meat and save them for you and your family. So that's one of the things I really like about this the best. And then right here you have the two hindquarters, and this is primarily what Jaimie will use to go ahead and can the meat. Lots of tacos in there, lots of chili, for future nights coming up this winter. So that's what all that'll go to. But now I gotta get this stuff in the kitchen because I think Jaimie's waiting on me. Okay, so here we are in the kitchen. Go ahead and cutting up the meat, and we're doing the method of what we call raw pack, or what's called raw pack. And we have a video on that. I'll link it above and in the description below. You can watch that video where Jaimie does the raw pack method on camera. So we're just cutting up that meat. Jaimie's not really going to talk today because she got sick and she kind of lost her voice. So she doesn't really have a voice right now to talk, and so she'd prefer just not talking. But that's what we're doing right now. We'll pack all these jars. There's basically 2 deer here that we're doing. One we had on ice the other day that we killed, and this one we got this morning. So we'll get this all canned, and Jaimie's really looking forward to having a pantry full of meat, aren't you?
That's the fresh. That's the fresh, and that's the...
Okay, so this is the fresh, and this is the one that's been kind of on ice. Yeah, it's been on ice and aging. But you're really looking forward to getting a full pantry full of meat, right?
Yeah. Me too, for that matter.
Yeah, we like... Meat's expensive today, so we like having our own and harvesting our own, and this, we'll use this for, like I said, tacos, chili, all kinds of different things, things our family likes to eat. So
this meat is the most affordable, also.
Yeah,
we don't have to feed them.
yeah, we don't have to feed the deer, although they eat off our land anyway, but we don't have to pay any food bills for them. So, all right, so that's what I'm doing right now. We'll get back at you here in a few minutes. So Jaimie's getting her stuff in the canner, which is on the fire right now. There's, how many quarts are in there?
20.
20 quarts of venison in there. And 1 jar, is it 1 jar of stock? 1 jar of stock. The other jar right there couldn't fit in there, so. But it's all in the All-American canner. And right now, I'm getting ready to take this. This is the venison belly. Remember the venison belly? We cut off that deer this morning. We're going to go ahead and put that. It's basically marinated with our special spice blend that we do on the Homestead here. It's basically Emerald's Essence and also brown sugar. And we're going to smoke this for about 24 hours inside of the cold smoker. And we won't put on the video today because I'm going to get this uploaded today. The result, but I'll come back to it and let you know if it was good or not. I've never done this before, so we're just going to hang it in there and see if it comes out. It should be like, it's belly, so it should be like bacon. It's got our own special salt curing blend with our Emerald's Essence spice that we make here on the Homestead and brown sugar. So
We have some hooks in here. I'm going to hang this up. Okay, it's really smoky in there. Gotta let that clear out for a second. And I'll show you the hooks that we have for hanging stuff. Okay, come on. Smoke's coming in really thick. You can see it coming in right there. I'm going to do some more persimmon wood for this. And we have some up here, if I can find it. There's the hooks. See the hooks? There's the hooks. There's one there and one there. And I think there's another one in the back too. So I'm going to hang, wait a minute, wrong one. Hang that one right there, and hang the other one. This is really smoky. Right here. And so there they are. They're hanging in there. And we're gonna see if I can get the focus. Looks yummy already, but we'll see if it turns into bacon. I don't know. Never done this before. We'll see what happens. This is the drip pan right here. That kind of fell down. It's all right. We used to have a drip pan up top. Now we have this as a drip pan. Ooh, really smoky. So I'm gonna close this up. Put the latch on. Good to go. And then we're gonna come down here. Our fire's going in the oven there, in the stove. And over here, behind the kitchen, our outdoor kitchen, I have some persimmon wood. And I cut this down last, I think this spring or whatever. And so I'll take some of this and put that on the fire. There we go. I'll just throw that in there with the rest of it, and we're gonna close it up. Good to go. Now these barrel stove kits, you can find these online. We bought ours off of eBay. I think they're pretty cheap. You can find obviously the 55-gallon drums anywhere. Try to find, the more heavy duty the drum, the better. And then one thing that's really super important, guys, if you're going to be doing this, is make sure you get a gasket. They sell little gasket kits with the cement that goes with the gasket. You want to make this as airtight as possible. The only place air is coming in and out is right there. So everything else on this barrel stove, on the seams up here, everywhere where there's a crevice that this barrel stove comes apart, it is sealed with that gasket. Really important to make it as airtight as possible. So, well, we'll have to wait and see tomorrow. We got a bunch of meat in the canner. It's a good day in the homestead. We're staying busy. See you next time on the homestead.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please click the thumbs up button below the video. It really means a lot to us. And be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Now you can support An American Homestead by becoming a patron. Visit patreon.com/An American Homestead to see all the benefits of becoming a patron of our channel. You'll get access to private videos, pictures, and even live question and answer sessions that you can participate in. Some patrons will even receive free gifts throughout the year from the homestead. Visit patreon.com/An American Homestead to check it out and see the rewards of supporting our channel.
And I went ahead and stripped the meat in between, and you can make this into like a crown, what do you call it? Shut up.